Drivin Ivan here, and this is a 1989 Porsche 944 S2. I'm going to drive it, I'm going to review it, but I've already reviewed the 944, and that one was in 1987, but this is a totally different beast. The S2 is more of what you want from your Porsche 944, so smash that like button and subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you like the content, but let's go. Here we go. This is a beautiful, my friend Greg's Porsche 944 S2, new to him, and he has just been loving it, driving it everywhere. But look at it. That is beautiful. The stance, these beautiful wheels. This is about as good as a 944 can look, and it's pretty much, you know, one of the last ones. Moved on to the 968 after this one. But this one is a very clean example, beautiful rare color, and just that quintessential Porsche hatchback shape. Now, purists, of course, love the 911. I'm one of those guys too. I actually have 5 Porsches, and I used to have a 944. Now I have a 914, a 928, a 911 SE, and a 928, and a 911, 964, 996 Carrera 4 Cabriolet. But so I really know these cars, and I can tell you what makes this car special is its balance. Basically 50-50 weight distribution, front engined, rear wheel drive, classic layout, throttle oversteer, all the fun that you want. And this one actually has enough power to utilize that oversteer, but the shape, just so at this point, classic and vintage and just gorgeous, right? All right, take a look at it from the front. Maybe we should pop the headlights up too. Here we go. Come on up, headlights. Are they coming up? No, of course they're not. Of course, you gotta have the engine on. But there you go. Little funniness there. Yeah, you gotta have the engine on. But look at that. Those pop-up headlights. A lot of people love these cars just because of that. These classic cars, shall we say. Only 1989, but to many people that's classic. Just such a cool classic shape. And velvet red is the color, by the way. Love it. Love everything about it. Love the wheels. And now I guess I'll show you the interior. Well, notice only 84,000 miles. It has the airbag steering wheel there, and the passenger airbag as well. But these nice Porsche sport seats, this one equipped with the sunroof, and of course those back seats and that cool hatchback. Classic, really. You've got the clock there, and you've got your ventilation there, and you've got your aftermarket radio in that case. Sunroof controls here, door locks, windows, your 5-speed manual transmission with reverse. Of course, very important in any car of this vintage, your ashtray, right? And then this crazy sort of center console thing for holding skinny things. Kind of silly by today's standards, but it does have a it does have the glove box, which I'm having trouble opening there you go. Glove box, and just everything you need, nothing you don't. But the familiar Porsche gauges, kind of similar to the 911. Of course, the 911 has the starter over here, but it's over here in this one. But you know, nice large speedometer, tachometer, got your oil pressure and your voltmeter, as well as your gas gauge and temperature gauge too. Everything you need, large vents, and just basically the perfect Porsche sporting interior. Nice bolsters on the seats, good access to the back, and in the door there you've got a little storage down below as well. And looks like you can you lift these up or something? I'm not even sure with that one. You can in the 911, but that's actually your windows right there, and your outdoor mirror controls too. All right, 200 and 207. Is it 207 horsepower? 208 pound-feet of torque? I might have gotten those reversed. But much more than the 150 in the stock 87 944 that I had. And the turbo, by the way, from back then, I think just barely over that, 220 maybe horsepower from the old version of the turbo. But this one, 207, that's, you know, almost 60 more horsepower than that of the regular 944S, this being the S2. Very, very, very quick. It's a 3-liter 4-cylinder 16 valve, so there you go. That is a very, very large 4-cylinder. 0 to 60, and they say 6.8, but Porsche is always, always, always reporting their numbers as too high. So you're probably more in the mid-6s, and even the turbo for the last generation was in the high 5s. So this is pretty darn quick, and like I say, it's all about the balance. So let's go ahead and I'll hop in and tell you what it's like to drive. Here we go. Have you smashed that like button and subscribed yet? Okay, I'm ready to go, but the silly parking brake light's on. Why? Because, well, there it is right there. Same place as it would be in the Lotus Turbo Esprit. But there you go. It's off now, and we are free to go. Getting the first. The shifter it's notchy, but its throws are kind of pleasing in a way. Much better than the 915, as the owner of this car will attribute. He didn't like the Porsche 915, the transmission that's in the earlier 911s. But here we are, where we're going, and right away, this is in second, and it's a little wet out, but right away I can tell this is absolutely a much quicker car than my earlier 944, the 1987. But wow, it's actually a gorgeous day here with the trees looking good, and it's just a great day. It's a great day to be driving this Porsche 944 out here on slightly slick roads. This is the point where we get to test its turning circle too. The effort is actually pretty high, the steering effort at this speed, but that's because, you know, it's old school power assist, and it's lightens up as you go quicker, which is what you want in your Porsche and in your car of this era. Now, of course, they have the steering assist adjusted in, you know, what we would call more normal ways. But, you know, if you drove an old Cadillac or something by then, this is still very, very high effort for low speed, basically, up into third gear here. And we'll get it out on some fun roads and really test it. Porsches are known for the brakes, and these brakes are super, super good. The pedal, not a lot of play in the pedal, just super, super, super grippy braking, which is exactly what you want. Okay, it's my friend Greg's car, and he's going to take over the camera here while I tell you all about the 0 to 60. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's fast, man. This is a Porsche, and you know, whereas my 944 from 87, and you know, they came out in 1983, I think was the first year in America, and actually the 924S was quicker than a 944, I believe, and also smaller, so they got a lot of the praise, even though it was more entry level. The 944, until about now, unless you had a turbo, to me did not feel this quick. That was always my complaint about the 944, is the one I own, why I sold it. Yeah, beautiful neutral handling, absolutely, great balance, comfortable car too, but you did not have that that power. Like, I'm just gonna gear down to second here, and all the way up to about 6. I'm not, you know, it's 6,200. I revved to about 5,800 there, but wow, just this is fast, and it's very, very, very Porsche-like, very balanced, very fun to drive. This is why my friend Greg here, he bought a very nice, later actually, 2000s Mercedes SL. And you know, in a car of this age, when you shift it yourself, it's you feel like you're driving the car. This is why people want cars from this era, and this is why my friend drove this car and really wanted to buy it, because yeah, it is actually that good. It is that good. It feels great. The shifting, like I said, much better than a 915, similar to the later G transmission. But yeah, we'll let these bike riders here. There's some bike riders up there. I'm gonna let them go so I can have a little fun with this turn here. Can I have a little fun with this turn, Greg? He gave me the thumbs up. 15 miles an hour. Uh-oh. Driving a car fast is all about balance, and as long as you keep the car balanced, you are good. But go ahead and get by these guys now. Oh boy, just the exact wrong spot for these bikers to be having their little outing today. Not sure why they do this on normal streets. There are trails around, but I guess they like this situation better. Whew. I can see why you love to drive this, Greg. It's so much more of a car than my 944 from just 2 years earlier. It's an absolutely different beast, and again, as we dig into those Porsche brakes, and this is a car that you can live with even today. I don't think you'd be suffering so much to drive this car on a daily basis. It is a Porsche, and you know, Porsches are designed to drive to the track, drive on the track, and then drive home, and that's why I love them. And this one is no exception. My friend did well here. You can get a parts car in the lower thousands, all the way on up to, I would say, 30, 35,000 for a super clean example. So that's running the gamut. Somewhere in there, you know, if you would just want a driver that's kind of a dog, you could probably be certainly under 10K. A lot of people talk about sports cars you can buy for under 10K, and this is certainly one of them. But my friend did not. This is a much nicer example, and very clean. And just, you know, the engine, transmission in this car, so good. This is where you want to be driving it. And Porsche, there is no substitute. Lightens up beautifully, just always feels balanced, and just made to be driven. Absolutely made to be driven. And there you have it. Watch all of my car reviews. Just search any car in Drivin Ivan. Check out my Beatles in London and Liverpool, U2 in Dublin. I see a real Beatle in that Beatles video, by the way. Disc golf videos, music videos, Free Your Mind, I'll Never Tell, What Would I Say, Down, 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 just to name a few, Taken. And then I play all the instruments on songs like Hotel California, Purple Haze, Maggie May, a lot of U2 songs, well, I'm sorry, a lot of REM songs. I have an acoustic channel, INKvideo, on YouTube, also INKvideo on TikTok. The Real Drivin Ivan on TikTok as well, and my Drivin IvanKatz, like on YouTube here, is the same as my Instagram, so I hope you'll check me out there. And if you like this content, hopefully you will smash that like button, subscribe, and if you can, buy me a coffee. Thanks for watching here in this 1989 Porsche 944 S2. Having a wonderful, splendid Saturday afternoon in my friend Greg's new sports car purchase that he just can't get enough of driving. And I can see why. I am Drivin Ivan. What a road. What a road. What a day. What a car. there you have it. Bye now.